to another edition of Baking Without Boundaries. At the moment, it's just me and thee.
Thee and I.
Thee and I.
Aye.
Yeah, me and Paul. Christopher has decided that because there is so much going on with all his different radio stations that he listens to, that he's actually going to have a bit of a break from Baking Without Boundaries, because Christopher has been radio daft since he was about 2 years old, and I'm afraid nothing can compete with radio. And with everything going on at the minute, my goodness me, you'd think that it was a world event happening. So so for the time being, it's just going to be Paul and I. We hope that one day Christopher will come back, especially when the radios have sorted themselves out and everything. In the meantime, I don't know, we might, when we're allowed to have people in the house, if Christopher's not back by then, we might have somebody else here to help us. I don't know, just watch this space. But for the next, well, for the foreseeable, it will just be thee and me. So, anyway.
There you go, you get your short change.
Yeah, you are, I'm afraid, yeah. It will still stay the same format though. It will still be
Baking Without Boundaries.
It'll still be Baking Without Boundaries, and it will still be baking for people who are less able to do certain things, or for novice cookers.
Or for
Novice cookers? Differently abled, yeah, whatever you like to call it. Anyway, today, with it being Easter week, today we are going to be making a twist on a bread and butter pudding. It's lockdown hair, the same as mine.
He's washed it, you can't do a thing
It's
with it.
lockdown. Well, at least we've got some hair.
Well, who?
Me and Craig.
Well, yeah.
Well then,
You inherited your head.
you did. Poor chap. Anyway, as I was saying, Easter week, we're going to be doing a different take on bread and butter pudding, in which way we're going to be doing a hot cross butter pudding. Yeah, hot cross bun and butter pudding. And we're using salted caramel and chocolate hot cross buns today. Obviously, you can do it with the original, you can do it with whatever sort. I wouldn't recommend it with the cheese and chilli ones or cheese and Marmite ones though. But anyway, and also we are going to be making an Easter Rocky Road, which again is a bit of a twist on the normal rock and roll.
Oh, bit of rock and roll there, baby.
Which is a twist. Oh dear, let me put my teeth in a minute, guys. Hold on.
No. Rewind. Can you rewind that, Craig?
Right, no, they're in. Oh, they're in.
It get no better though, is it?
Right, so a twist on Rocky Road. It's an Easter Rocky Road. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? Are you ready?
Ready and raring.
You ready?
Ready and raring.
Let's go then. Right, so off we go then, guys. But as you can see, I'm back on my own again at the minute. This is because Paul has just had to pop off and help Christopher with something. So what we're going to start with, the Easter Rocky Road. So I'm just going to break up 300 grams of chocolate, which I'm going to put over onto, I've got a saucepan on, just simmering at the minute, because we've got to melt this over a saucepan of water. Oh, come on. Never get it undone when you want to, can you? So you just break all the chocolate up and pop it into the bowl.
And you've got to melt it with the butter.
And then you've got to melt it with butter. And I've got it already weighed out there. It's 125 grams of butter and roughly 125 grams of golden syrup, which is roughly that pot there. So all these are really rough, guesstimates. You can use more chocolate, you can use less chocolate, but 300 grams is it's going to be nice and chocolatey enough anyway. So you're just going to pop all of that into your bowl. Oops. That's where it becomes so hard not to just stick a piece into your mouth. Right, shove in your butter. Nice cooking pan, isn't it? Shove it in. And then your golden syrup's going to go in. So squeeze all of that in. Lovely job. Look at that. Of course, this is going to be a nice rocky road. Whoopsie. There we go. Make some rude noises with it as you go. There we are. So now that's going to go on to the saucepan to all melt down. So we're just going to mix it all in round together till it's all combined. Right, so while that's doing, Craig, could you just, I've got some digestive biscuits in my bowl here. Now there's about, I don't know, about a dozen there. Can you just break them up for me, please, Craig? Not crush them for like a cheesecake base, just break them up a bit. Right, thank you, Craig, for doing that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get a plate for that, the paddle there, so I can just pop that on there. So I'm just going to pop all of the biscuits in that Craig has mashed up for me, and we're going to put that all into the chocolate and mix it in. Now, I said to you, this is an Easter take. Oh, I know what I haven't got. I haven't got my marshmallows. Hold on.
Well,
Right, Paul's back, and no wonder I couldn't find the marshmallows. Paul had them.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So-
well, I've done them in, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have told you.
So the marshmallows are in here. So you put marshmallows in, and then because it's Easter, we're going to put
one or two.
some mini eggs in.
Just one or two.
I'm going to have to get scissors again.
She's lost all her strength.
I have lost all my strength.
So
So I'm going to put a whole bag of Cadbury's Easter eggs in, mini eggs. And we are going to pop in some... Oh, hang on a minute. I think these have got to be open, Paul. Do you want to open these for me?
No, you just done it there.
No, they've got to be open wrapped, look.
What? What aren't they? Oh.
So we'll put some chocolate buttons in as well.
What are these?
They're just little mini eggs.
Oh, they are. Like quail's eggs.
So we'll put some... There we go. So we're going to stir them in as well.
They don't make these easy to open, do they?
No.
Don't get it in the food though.
No, don't get it in the food.
Chuck them in.
Yeah, chuck them in. That's it. So, yeah, we're not halving them. We're just popping them all in. Have we got another bag of these?
No.
Right. So let's...
Well, not that I know of anyway. Might have been eaten.
yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
Not in this one.
Honestly, Easter, they bring these eggs out just after Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, they never last.
How many is that? Right, that'll do for this. But you can still unwrap them because... Right, so that's everything in the actual mixture. Oh dear, that's getting heavy now. Now, I've got a tin here, a deep tin, which I've lined with greaseproof. So I'm now going to... No, leave that there, thank you. I'm now going to put everything into the tin.
Try to lay the room mouth open.
No, you can't lay there with your mouth open.
That saves everything else going on.
All right, let's get... So I'll use this, then I'll use the paddle to get the rest of it out.
Paddle?
Paddle, I'll get that off in a minute. Oh, my hair, my blooming lockdown hair.
Why have you got your hairnet on?
My hairnet? Do you think I am? Nina Sharples?
Well, no, you're around food, you should be wearing a hairnet. Part of the food when I was full.
Oh, you'll be telling me next I need a blue rinse.
No,
Right.
Oh, look at that, folks. Looking lovely.
So we'll get all that in. Hang on, I think we've got some on there.
Are you going to need somebody to sample this, are you?
Oh, later on, yeah. Right, so what we're going to do now is going to push it into all the corners.
Right, how do you know when it's cooked?
You don't cook it, it goes in the fridge to set.
All right.
Right, and because it's Easter, and this is an Easter one,
Right.
we now put more chocolate
On the top.
on the top. Another bag of cream egg,
Mini egg,
mini eggs.
which you should have
Put them
spread out
all over the... If you'd have been here on time, you could have done all this.
Well, you know. I don't see you doing anything.
Oh, shush. There is a reason for this.
There is a
Right,
reason for
now
this.
what we're going to do is we've got some Malteser Bunnies.
Okay.
So we're going to pop. Oops. We're going to pop some Malteser Bunnies
I don't think she's safe to be around sharp things, you know.
into the mixture there. Let's smooth it over a bit. There we go.
Here lies poor Bunny.
Right, there's another one there. That's it, just roll it
Those
over.
bunnies are only going to get cut in half in a minute.
I know, but they've got to be covered a little bit. Right, let's have another one.
Looks like a bloody murder scene. Somebody's murdered the bunny.
Right, one more, please. One more.
Yeah, hang on,
That's
one.
it.
There was 4.
Well, there's only
One of
three.
those must have been eaten as well.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Let's have a look in here. Here we're looking at the magic. Here it is.
I knew I bought 4.
Here it, oh, look, there's a thing of marshmallow in here, look.
Shut up. Come on. Right, one more bunny then.
One more bunny. Couldn't find me buried in there in a minute.
One more bunny, yes. So there we go. So we press them in.
Oh, that's
and then
lovely. Oh, that does look like it's a very rocky road. I think I went on that road this morning.
Right, so that's what it looks like.
Oh, look at that.
There's your Easter Rocky Road. Oh, I'm covered in chocolate here. So that's going to go in the fridge to set for about an hour.
An hour?
Okay, so let's pop it in the fridge. Okay, guys, so that was our Easter Rocky Road. We're now going to go on to our... Now, hang on, let me get this right again. We're now going to go on to our hot cross bun and butter pudding. Hey, done it in one. So, Paul, if you'd like to... I've already split that one in half.
Oh, yeah, so you are.
If you'd like to cut these in half for me, please.
Yep.
And I will just put a thin layer of butter on each of them.
Okay.
We've got 5 hot cross buns here, and I reckon that should be about enough. That's for a dish of that size. So
Are they still called hot cross buns even when they're cold?
yeah.
I reckon they are. They're just cold hot cross.
Yeah, they're just cold hot cross buns.
But why are they called hot cross buns?
Because you should really have them
Show them
toasted
hot.
with loads of butter and everything. That's how
Yeah.
most people eat them.
But like you don't buy in a shop hot sausages or hot
No, you don't.
No, you
anything
don't.
else. Why are these hot cross buns?
Well, you got Google, haven't you?
Well, I do.
Well, there's a challenge for you this week then. Look up why they're called hot cross buns.
Hey Google,
And then let us know.
why are hot cross buns called hot cross buns?
Let's see if he knows.
On the website thenewdaily.com.au, they say, the spices inside the buns symbolise the spices put on the body of Jesus after he died.
Oh.
The buns are best served hot, hence how they received their name.
What?
There you go.
Most things are best served hot.
Well, not salad.
All right, no, not a salad. We're not gonna
Or
have a
ice cream.
salad.
Right, so we've got our hot cross buns cold at the moment. We've got them buttered, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure out about half a pint. No, I'm not. I'm going to measure out about 3/4 of a pint of milk. I'm using semi-skimmed, but you can use whatever you want. Into that, I'm going to pop 2 eggs. Can you get me my balloon whisk, please, Paul? I'll just get rid of those eggshells. I'll rinse my hands off from touching the shells. Thank you. So while you're doing that, I'm going to pop a little bit of nutmeg in there.
Nice.
The nutmeg is optional, but it does give it a nice flavour. Mind a second then. There we go.
Is it cinnamon or just nutmeg?
No, just nutmeg in this one. Right, so I just need to get my, that's not my piece of, I just need to get a piece of kitchen paper, and I'm just going to lightly grease the bowl that I'm using. Just lightly grease it all around. There we go. Look at me, look, I've still got chocolate on me.
Nothing new there. Is there?
No, nothing new there, I suppose, really, is there? Right, so there's that done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the hot cross buns into strips. Would you like to get a knife and help do this, Paul?
Yeah.
Please. It's just the same as what you would do with your bread and butter if you were using bread and butter, but you can cut it into chunks if you want to. There's no hard and fast way of doing a bread and butter pudding or a hot cross bun and butter. So
You're going to cut yourself a little sliding around.
how am I going to cut myself, darling? I'm using a normal knife.
Because it's sliding around, you'd be very my sweetheart.
Oh dear.
Work safe.
Okay, there you go then, guys. Pop a tea towel underneath and it won't move.
No.
Right, so while you're doing the rest of that, I will start to layer up. So you put the layer of the hot cross bun along the bottom of the bowl here, the dish that you're using.
It's like making your chips.
It is like making chips, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, I think we're actually going to need maybe, do you think we're going to need a couple more buns? Or I think we are.
No, I think
No,
we'll.
I think it should
No?
be.
Okay, right, well.
It's quite a narrow, it's quite a shallow dish.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, so what I've done there then is just layered the bun and butter. Just going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar. This is just ordinary granulated. You can use demerara, you can use caster sugar, you can use whatever you want. It's just a bit of sugar. And then we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to layer over the hot cross bun pieces. Now with this, you don't have to worry about the top. When you're making an actual bread and butter pudding, you wouldn't put a layer of sultanas on the top because they will just burn in the oven. But because it's already in here, they won't actually burn. So it doesn't matter how they're done. So
No, there's no time in this.
no, there's
It's
chocolate.
chip.
There's chocolate chip in this one, but
Yeah.
like I said, if it was sultanas, if you're doing it with a regular hot cross bun. Right, so now a little bit more sugar across the top.
Looking lovely. Can't wait to try it.
And then one more whisk of your milk, egg and nutmeg mixture. Pour it all over to soak it all in. That's it. So making sure you've got all your hot cross buns with some mixture on it. If it comes up to the sides too much, then you know that you've got enough because you don't want it to spill out. So that 3/4 of a pint is just about right for that. I'm just going to put that cinnamon over the nutmeg over the top a minute. So there we go. All right, so now that is going to go. That is what it looks like before it goes into the oven. So now that is going to go into the oven on 180, gas 5, 390. And that's going to go in for about half an hour, 35 minutes, and then we'll check on it then.
Wonderful.
So as you can see, a nice easy way
Lovely.
to do something different for Easter.
Well, that went well.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done well together. Well, when you were here.
Even though I was at the way most of the
Yeah,
time.
when you were here.
Yeah, we did well together.
So that's it, guys. So one a hot cross bun and butter pudding and one Easter Rocky Road. I hope you give it a go and hope you enjoy it if you do. And all that's left for me to say is have a happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, happy Easter.
And we'll see you next time. So cheerio, my dearios.
Cheerio, me deario. See you
Bye.
next time. Bye, y'all.